to Golden State Picker. I am in my home in North Carolina. Going to be here for a couple of months, so I have to do some picking and that kind of stuff because I've shut my eBay store down. I can't sell anything for about 45 days on my store back home. So I'm back here in North Carolina trying to kick it up a little bit with my wife's store because I sell stuff on her store while I'm in North Carolina. I've got some stuff I found and some stuff I sold. I've got an album. Stick around for the album that could sell for some extremely good money by a very popular band. We'll talk about that in this video. So welcome. If you're new, I am Mike. I'm out of California and North Carolina. I have two homes and I eventually will be here more than in California. And I'll talk about that in a minute. So anyhow, it has been fun so far, and I went to my first garage sale weekend. The first one we had to skip because my grandson had a baseball game, and that's more important than the garage sale, so we went to that. And he's finally done with that, so we hit the road, and we did a few garage sales, and we found a few things. I'm going to show you that in a second, and then what I sold. You'll see what most of it is in a second. But anyhow, wow. So what am I going to do? Everybody's asking, how are you functioning with this, Mike? Well, I have my son-in-law who's my daughter, son-in-law, and grandkids live 2 houses down. So when I'm in California, if anything sells on my wife's site, I don't have a whole lot up here. Adam will come over, ship it for me. So that's how I do it. So it is a big advantage for me. I don't have to close the store down or anything like that. He can ship for me. Now, I have been coming and staying longer at longer periods. California a month, here a month and a half. This is my longest stay of 2 months so far. My whole goal here, the vision is next spring to be here 9 months out of the year. Okay, something along those lines. Every 3 or 4 months here, go back for a month. My son, Joshua and Pau are going to keep the home there and stay in the home. We're giving them a really good deal to take care of the house for us. We don't want to sell our California house. And a reason being, everybody says, why don't you just sell and bail out? Well, there's a lot of tax things that go on once you sell a home, and the government can take a lot. So it's a complicated situation, and we really want to hold on to it because it gives us a chance to go back to California and explore the West Coast. I want to explore the East Coast. We went to Washington, D.C. already. That was amazing. And I want to be able to, when I'm really kind of retired, is travel up and down each coast and hopefully have a base camp is what it is. That's what I'm trying to do. So that's what's happening as far as how I'm going to get here. We are what's the great thing about now is we are fully set up here. We're trying to come into this North Carolina home completely situated. This room here is an upstairs frog room. If you're on the East Coast, you understand what that is. Front room over garage. And we don't have anything on the walls yet, but we're going to be decorating this kind of a mid-century modern type of a look up here. And it's going to be just kind of a hangout room, and maybe I'll do some videos and stuff from here. So that's what's happening with everything. And as far as we've got a car now, we've got a complete house. So when we move into this house, we won't have to really do anything at all. That's the goal. Okay, we want to just move in, transition, and get out there thrifting, doing all kinds of stuff. Adam has his Junk Away Express. He does a lot of hauling. He does painting. We're going to do the estate sale business. We've got a lot of ideas. So I'm not quitting reselling. I'm just going to be starting it up in North Carolina. And can I make it work to the degree in California? I have no idea, okay? But I think that I can make some good money here. And I'll show you what I found. And I found a few cool things. So, all right, let's get into basically what we found. And we did the garage sales. And let me give you a couple things here. Let me hit you with this right here. We went to this one garage sale. They were having it at a dentist office. It was strange. It was in a parking lot of the dentist. And they had a bunch of stuff like this. This is brewing. And this is Brewer's Best, some kind of gauge, regulatory gauge for CO2, I think. And long story, this sold for, well, it didn't sell, okay? It can sell for about $65 to $70. I paid $10 for this, okay? Paid $10 for the gauge. And it's just it looks like a gauge that you see on anything out there. Here it is. You can kind of see the gauge. That's what it is, a gauge, okay? Very, very simple. Hopefully we'll get $65 to $70 for that. And at the same place, he had this stuff, a product called Star San, some liquid acid sanitizer, okay? And good comps, anywhere from a bottle about $30. 2 bottles can sell for about $50 with free shipping. Now I bundled this with a bunch of other stuff, and I'll show you in a second. But now, interesting here, what you need to know about Star San and what it does here is, well, listing it. There's an EPA number, and I'm trying to find where the EPA number is. There's an EPA number on here, and that number needs to be put in the spot. Oh, here it is right here. It's an EPA regulation number down there. And you'll get an error message when you go to list it. It's going to say, hey, you need that number. So you have to place that number in the ad. I got 4 of these, I believe 4 of these. Okay, I'll tell you what I paid for the whole lot in a second. Here we go. Well, you know what? I'll tell you what I paid for these, because these were $1 each. I got 5 of these. This is called Irish Moss, something to do with brewing, and they sell for about $20 to $25 a piece. So this is called Irish Moss, and that was from the same gentleman, so that was really kind of cool. And, well, you know what? I'm just going to break it down. I paid 10 for that, and the Star San I paid 20 for 4, and then this is the stuff that's interesting. So I got to bring 3 of them. Huge box of this stuff, okay? Very big box. And all of these were in this box, okay? And there's probably over 125, 150. And this is Liquor Quick, okay, for making home brew. It's non-alcoholic, so you can sell it. And this one is honey whiskey. There were several, so I've lotted them up to sell them on eBay. I paid $10 for this entire box of stuff like this flavoring for making your own home brew, soda, wine, and beer. And I'm going to lot it up. So here's homebrew raspberry soda pop base. Okay, I got a bunch of those in there. And then I got a bunch of this. This is also Brewer's Best. And this is like natural pomegranate. And there's like watermelon. I think I'm lotting them up in like 23 or 24 bottles because I have 23 different flavors. And I'm trying to flip those. Paid $10 for the entire box. And we should get hopefully anywhere from $75 to $90 per lot of 23 or so. That's the goal there. And I believe there's going to be about 3 or 4 lots of this. I already got 2 lots up, and we'll see what happens with that. So very, very cool. Yeah, see, here's another one, watermelon. So there's several different flavors. Now, we were at a garage sale, and I needed our gas. Let me see if I can get this up real quick here. Our gas trimmer, Adam and I went out, and I'm like, you know what? The gas ones are really a pain, and I'm going all electric now because our power washer that we purchased a while back, that carburetor failed. I tried to fix the carburetor, just doesn't seem to work right, so I bought an electric power washer. And this gentleman had my hedge trimmers, which I needed, and they were like $3. And he wanted $10 for, this is a Wolfgang Puck food processor. What do we do with those? We will lot them out. We will break the pieces out. So I'm going to sell the bowl, okay, and everything like that for parts, because you'll make more in the long run doing that than selling maybe the unit itself, which I have the whole unit. It was $13. I said, would you take 10? And I got the hedge trimmers and this for $10. And we will make some really decent money on that. Now, here we go. This was at a garage sale, okay? And it's Chessmaster. No board, but that's okay. I only paid $2. Very, very nice chessboard. Okay, plastic pieces, but I like that. Very cool. We'll probably get anywhere from $30 to $40 for this chessboard. And very nice. Now I got to remember before I get into the other item and how I found it is I'm going to have to do things a little different here. It's not going to be like shooting fish in a barrel, okay? Like I do back home at Savers and in California. A little different picking there than here. So I'm going to be concentrating on whatever I can make. I do not need much here, okay, when I'm here. I just want to have extra money to basically do whatever I want. I want to travel and I want to do some things like that. And that's what I'm counting on with my reselling here in North Carolina. Now, there's many ways to find things, okay? Those were garage sales. And out here, we have a lot of little antique, I shouldn't say little, we have some pretty big antique stores. If you're in Jacksonville area, there's Antique to Chic, and there's the Foundry, and there's this one, which I forget the name. They changed the name. It's off of Highway 17, okay? I live out in the Maple Hill area, so this isn't Highway 17. And there's a booth in there that Adam and I hit, and Adam hits it a lot. And it's the guy has everything for $1. Now, a lot of it's no good, but he had a bag full of these, okay? These are beaters, okay, to mixers, $1 for 5 sets. I'm only holding 4. Why? Because 1 set sold already. And we'll talk about that in what we sold. So many different ways. You know, the antique malls can be expensive, but if you know what you're looking for and you get a little lucky, you can find some stuff, okay? I'm not saying you're going to do it all the time, but this gentleman has $1. I have sold shirts from his booth here. I have sold some other things. Adam has made some really good sales. Okay. Oh, and another thing I got out of there, I didn't bring it up, was a vintage golf ball retriever for $1 that's going to sell for between $40 and $50. So again, there's a lot of cool stuff, a lot of cool ways to basically find stuff to resell. Now, the key is to know your territory. We have talked about that over and over. I'm not extremely familiar with this area. I'm really good at it now, but I'm not familiar with how to operate within it. Whereas back home, I know exactly what I'm doing. It's almost like rote. You just get on the bike and do it. Out here, I got to learn everything over. That's okay. That's part of the fun of being a reseller, is the amazing fun that we have learning. And I'm not stopping learning. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to learn about this area and make it go for me. All right. All right. Now let's get into what we sold. You're going to see, I'm going to give I'll do the beaters right away. I'll just get them out of the way. So this was a 2 set of the beaters. How do you find out what they are? Because a lot of them don't have model numbers. You just got to look at stuff like on the tip. You can see it's split. You can see that. You can kind of tell, okay? And sometimes you just put them up as vintage mixing bowl beaters, and the people know. They'll look at it. If you give proper photos, they can say, yes, that's what I need, okay? That kind of thing. So it's not that difficult, but we sold these for $20 plus free shipping. So already we turned $1 into, let's say 10, take away everything, fees and everything. I turned $1 into 10. I know probably turned it into 12, but generally speaking, giving you an idea there. So there's some beaters. Now, one of the things I'm doing is I shipped 350 albums from my home in California to this home in North Carolina. Those are going to be my mainstay. I have probably now over 5,000 albums. So I have quite a few, okay? The key here is not to continually dupe yourself, putting duplicates up, because it gets a little confusing, okay? Now, different versions, maybe yes, and I'm going to talk about a different version in a second. But again, that is going to be a mainstay. So I'm going to go home in about another month and a half or so, and I'm going to ship even more albums out here. And I'm shipping them via media mail. They're cheap. It costs me about $25 to $30 a box, and that's how I'm going to have to get them here. We've looked into storage pods for doing a bunch of stuff, and those things are outrageous right now. They're running about $5,000 to ship a storage pod from California all the way to North Carolina. So we're going to piecemeal a lot of this stuff and see what goes on. But the albums are easy because they ship media mail. So that's what I did. So now I have 350 here. And my goal here, and it has worked so far, is to put up at least 10 albums a day. So I'm washing them, and I am then listing them, and I have already sold 30 albums, okay? So I've sold 30 albums. So can you make it work everywhere? I think you can. It's just a matter of how you do it, and that's what's going on. So let's talk about albums and what we sold, and you gotta listen to this one. This one's crazy. All right, this is the album. I'm gonna scoot over here so I can do it this way. This is the album, and it's Abbey Road. Now, many of you looking, there's a couple of you who are record people, and you're going, what? What's wrong with this album? The first thing you see, Abbey Road is spelt wrong. It's supposed to be Abbey. Okay, so it is spelt wrong. Now we're looking for the label. It's called Kama, K-A-M-A. And we're looking on the back. There's the back, okay? I'm going to show you why you have to look at records, because many of them we talk about variations. Now, why is this so unique? Many of you who are record guys are going, no way. You go, yeah, way. There it is. It's a red label, Kama. And what is so unique about it is this is an Iranian pressing. Yeah, from Iran. Everything that's going on over there in Iran, right? And this record is a 1969 pressing from Iran. Very, very unique. Now, they misspelled Abbey, okay? And there's a couple other things, but one of the other ones is the end, okay? They're missing a title of a certain song. I don't know what it is on top of my head. I put some stuff up here, hopefully, for you to see what I was talking about. How do you figure out what it is? Well, two things you need. You need to have friends. We talk about networking. So I have a bunch of friends who are record guys like me, and he helped me out. And also Discogs. Now, Discogs is another big site for a lot of record people. A lot of the record people, the pros, all that kind of stuff are on Discogs. So you can find that out. That's the information that you're seeing there. Between my friend back home and myself, we figured it out. It's an Iranian pressing, very rare. And it says it could be sold between $150 and $700. Let me tell you, put it up for a higher price. Who knows? Somebody may give you an offer that will really entice you to take it. So I put this up for $500, okay? So I'm going to see what I can get for it. Might not get $500. I'm in no hurry with something like this. I'm going to wait maybe for the right person to come along. I already have a couple of watchers within the first half hour. So somebody's watching, okay? So again, within this pile of records, some people ask me, did you find any real hot ones? And there's one that's hot, okay? Now I'm going to show you some bread and butter ones. I've got a lot of good ones that are up. Another one that sold for some good money. So let's get going through here. Let's try and do this as fast as we can. All right, here's one. Another Beatles one. Rubber Soul. There are many variations on the Rubber Soul. And the Rubber Soul sold for, I believe it was, yes, $20 plus free on the shipping for Rubber Soul, $20. I think that I got to make sure which ones I'm doing here. Fleetwood Mac is part of that one. Oh, here we go. How about this? Supertramp. Yeah, the great Supertramp. Breakfast in America. You got to learn how to grade these from good all the way up to near mint, okay? And I am one of those people who sticks with very good plus, but I've had a lot in here that are excellent. So you just kind of learn that over time, but maybe err on the caution side to maybe very good plus. Excellent, yeah, if it really, really looks excellent. So Supertramp, we got 20 plus free shipping. Also, I vary my listings with shipping and without shipping. It just depends, okay? There are a lot of albums that you have that are similar on eBay, and you just have to either figure out the condition is going to give you a few extra dollars or not a few extra dollars, and that's all you can do, okay? You're going to see one in here that I let go that could have sold for $100 in a minute, but didn't. All right, this is Disraeli Gears by Cream. Nice older album. And the Cream album, what did we get for Cream? We got 17 plus free on the shipping. I can't cross them off, so I have to look down below a lot. Oh, all right. His movie just came out, so maybe this helped it sell. Michael Jackson. This is the Off the Wall album. Boy, look at Michael there, huh? He's looking dapper. And Michael Jackson, a great album for Michael Jackson. And the Michael Jackson album, we got 20 in here, $5 on the shipping side. You're just trying to find out, okay, if it's going to sell for $24.95 all day long, you can either put $24.75 free shipping or do what I did there. You just have to balance it out. A lot of people like to search by free shipping, so we got to keep that in mind when they're doing that. That might help your album, and it might hurt your album. It might hurt the look. I don't know. You just got to play with it. Okay, The great one. I saw the Eagles on their long run tour, which was right after this one. This is the Hotel California, obviously one of the greats of all time. And so was this other one I'm going to show you. But man, that boy in the 70s, the 76 to 80, boy, there was a string of just stuff coming out, right? And this is the Hotel California by the Eagles. And what did we get? We got 18 plus free shipping. They produced millions of those albums, okay? So it's rare to get hundreds of dollars for an album, or even, $50. It's not easy. Like this is the Rolling Stones. Well, we got to hold on to this one, I think. Do I? I got to hold this one, I think. Yeah, let me hold that one. I'll tell you why in a second. I got to hold this one. All right, holding that one. The Great Doors, Jim Morrison. It's not a first because you can tell it says Gold Record Award. Okay, it's already stamped in there. So the Doors album, it got 18 plus free on the shipping side there. Now, I've seen this band in its early days, okay? If you're in the Bay Area, remember the Cow Palace? Well, I saw Rush at the Cow Palace. That was the first time when I saw Rush. And when you see these bands early on like Rush, that was crazy good. And this is Permanent Waves. They have so many great albums, right? But I saw Rush there, and that was really, really amazing to see them. And the Rush album got 20 plus free shipping. They are going on tour. They're going to come to my area in California. I believe I'm going to be there. And Josh and I might go see them. They got a girl drummer now taking over for Neil Peart. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how it works out. It's going to work out fine, but it's going to be an awesome tour for Rush. That's going to be really, really cool. All right, this one goes there. This one goes there. All right, and I'm just trying to sort these through, folks, because I got somebody who bought several, and I want to make sure that we get these correct. All right, this one's over here. Oh, this one's over here. I'm having so much fun right now trying to figure it out. And yep. All right, here's the one that gave me, boy, I wish this one was good. This is the Cramps. Album cover's absolutely amazing, but the record is warped. Sucks. So, kind of tough. You can still sell it. You're not going to get top dollars. This would sell for between $100 and $130 if I could. I just had to get rid of it. So I sold it for 20 bucks free shipping, and it sold. So again, the Cramps, if you know about the Cramps, let me know, because I do not know who they are. I don't look a lot of these up unless I am very interested in them, basically, or the value, and try to figure out maybe somebody who's famous who played in it or produced it. Black Sabbath, excellent condition on this one, Heaven and Hell. Ronnie James Dio did the vocals. Many people think this is one of the best albums of Black Sabbath's career. And we got, on the Black Sabbath, we got 24 plus 7. So there we put some shipping on that one. Now here's one that sold for some good money. The great George Harrison, All Things Must Pass. It's a beautiful 3-record set, okay? It has the original poster, and the records are in excellent condition. The box is a little rough, but the records, that's what counts, are in excellent condition. We ended up getting $90 for this George Harrison. Put that over there. Now I can do these. Somebody came and bought 3 of these, okay? I'm just going to give you the general take on them. Van Halen, I saw their first tour at Day on the Green. Amazing. And this is their first album. A little rough on the cover, but the record's in pretty good shape. So somebody gave me, went and bought all 3 of these. That's another thing you need. You need some people who are going to buy multiples. You need people to become subscribers to your eBay store, because record collectors will come back, book collectors will come back. And this record by Van Halen, it was 15. I bundled all this together, okay? So there was some adjustments here due to some shipping and stuff like that, all right? I think I adjusted one. That was in rough condition. Aerosmith's Greatest Hits. Looks like a super cool album, but it only is going to sell for what it sells for, basically. And it was $16 plus 8, okay? 16 plus 8. And the other album I was talking about, 1976 era, right around there, Fleetwood Mac, The Eagles, Hotel California. This is a great album here. So Fleetwood Mac, Rumors. What did Aerosmith? 16 and 8. Fleetwood Mac was 20 and 8. So we did okay there. And the last one, a gentleman bought 4 or 5. What did he buy? 4. He bought 4 from me. All right, let me get these here for you. Pat Travers. Saw Pat Travers. I mean, I've seen like every one of these bands. Pat Travers, this is Go For What You Know. Boom, boom, out go the lights is on that one. We got 13. This was a bundle situation. There was some shipping on here. It doesn't show, but I did get $9.95 for shipping. Here is April Wine, the Nature of the Beast. And April, whoops, that wasn't smart. April Wine, it got 13. Here's the Rolling Stones Tattoo You album. That one got, what did we get for Rolling Stones Tattoo You? 14, okay? And then this one, we used to see this all the time at the Midnight Movie. Let me know in the comments what midnight movies that you went to that were concerts. I remember Rust Never Sleeps, Yes Songs, just several different ones. And this one we saw so many times, right? And this is Led Zeppelin, The Song Remains the Same. And Led Zeppelin, it got 25 in that bundle. So there you go. So that's it. There you go. First video from the North Carolina. Thanks for watching. Hope you liked the video. If you do, hit that like, subscribe, and the bell notification. I don't know if I'm going to create another channel. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. So that's all part of it. I'm having fun, and I hope you liked the video. If you do, just hit that like, subscribe, and bell. And I'll see you in my next video.